Previously on Survivor Boston. After Carly and Max were left on the bottom of Fotia, both of them attempted to strengthen their position by pulling in Marlon and Finn.
He doesn't suspect that I, am a part of the alliance, which,
The Temple of Risk brought an advantage for Brady.
And I won. And I got the clue to the hidden immunity idol.
And a disadvantage for Max.
I lost. I totally lost. I took 22 minutes to do it. I sucked.
However, at the immunity challenge, the disadvantage didn't stop Fotia from pulling out their first win of the season. With Katai facing Tribal, the alliance of Brady, Hallie, Jess, Anthony, Anissa, and Big H seemed to have their sights set on Austin. However, after Brady said some off-putting comments and Big H learning about his idol, the vote flipped against Brady.
Second person voted out of Survivor Boston, Palamedes. Brady.
Leaving Brady and Hallie stunned at Tribal. 15 are left. Who will be voted out tonight?
I was also blindsided by Brady being voted out. All of them kept it from me and Brady when, I thought, all of us were in an alliance, without, Austin and Jackie. And then I realized that everyone else was in an alliance without me and Brady, which was super shocking. That I had no idea. And yeah, I was super confused. I was like, wow, this team is not what I thought it was. In the end, people are volatile and can, change their decisions at any moment.
What a tribal council.
What a first tribal council.
Wigs were flown.
You really got out of there by the skin of your heels.
I really did.
Feels really good. I'm not gonna lie. I went into this tribal council and I was like, I'm going home. I know that there was a plan, or there was originally supposed to be a plan for my team to get me out. Even though I eventually was informed about the Brady plan, and then there was a plan to get him out, and I was, keyed in onto that, and so I hopped on that bandwagon. I still was nervous because I feel like with this game you never know what's going to happen, and even if you plan with something, you don't really know exactly what's going to pan out until it does. And so I felt very good that everything went according to plan, and my sources checked out because that had happened. So then I feel when that happened, I was like, okay, great, I can believe people.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hi guys, camera adjustment. Is that better?
Yeah, that's much better.
My main alliance is with Anthony and Hector. And so the three of us all live in Colonial, and we usually meet after events happen or tribal councils happen, and we'll debrief, talk about it afterwards. But the three of us have created a pact where we want to vote together during every tribal council. So as long as the three of us can come to a consensus, we have a primary majority on our team.
For Brady to go home, I had to decide what I was going to do because I knew he did have the idol, and I knew Brady wanted to work with me from the beginning. But I also had the majority on the other side who wanted to get him out. So I had to kind of pick a side of which way I was going to go. And I felt like it was kind of risky to try to convince the other people because I didn't want them to become suspicious of me. So in the end, I decided that I would vote with the majority and get him home. So he could have been a number for me, but I also feel like I'm with the majority of my group, so I still have the numbers.
For the tribe, this was the best decision.
Yeah.
As much as it sucks.
It did. It really did. When I got there, I was like, fuck. He did not see this vote coming at all. Brady was completely blindsided by that vote, and so was Hallie. And I felt so bad doing that to the both of them. After the fact, I met up with Hallie to kind of explain what happened to her.
So sorry. We were kind of discussing, I don't know, Anthony approached me and told me that he felt really guilty about the whole thing. And that he and the rest of Katai wanted to make it up to me. Because I think getting Brady out was not a good move.
For me, I want to say probably you too. You and I have talked to basically everyone in our tribe.
Yeah.
Personally, together. So I feel like
that's okay, but then also we gotta make sure this is not something that happens all the time, because I don't want to be looked at like
we're trying to do too much.
Yeah.
You don't ever want to be perceived as playing the game too fast or too hard. Ever.
Or in control at all.
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried about, is like, I'm afraid of being like a ringleader, because that puts a target on my back, you know? That being said, oh, go ahead.
If a target ever goes on your back, I'm gonna stand right in front of you.
Yeah, we have numbers.
Love you guys.
We have numbers.
You are not going anywhere. As long as I'm here, you're not going anywhere.
Well, the whole Madison thing was so confusing for me, because like I came in like, we're voting for Hannah, right, everyone? And then like Madison. I'm like, what's going on?
So like truthfully, I did vote for Madison, but I wasn't trying to like lie or like deceive you guys. It was only because I was scared that, because I was hearing that like Madison was trying to align with a lot of people, and I was scared that like, since she wasn't like coming to me for anything, that she was trying to like maybe target me.
So this week I talked to Maddie. She kind of cleared the air a little bit. She explained why they voted out Madison, what happened, why everything was such a switch around, and why she didn't tell me.
But like, I'm open to working with whoever. Like, I would want to work with you. Like, I would want to work with Carly, because I feel like you guys would be really trustworthy. Like, I really like Marlon.
Yeah, I kind of like wouldn't mind if how we did it was like we're all in alliance together, and like we're gonna have to like vote someone out.
Yeah.
But like at least we can like make it more like less of like a thing and more of like a who kind of did bad in the last challenge thing.
Yeah, like the way that.
Because I think if we can go into like individuals, like when the teams come together as an entire alliance, we would all have a much better chance of like being in like the final like 5 or whatever.
Yeah. Personally, I look at everyone like individually. Like right now, there's no one where I'm like, oh, like they're clearly like together.
Yeah. I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say there's any like clear alliances on their team.
Yeah.
I talked to Max, but I essentially explained that there are no alliances, and you know, we all are just individual players, and we just saw her as a threat. And I think he believed me, but I still don't think he trusts me, and I don't trust him at all, so I don't have any interest in working with him. With the Madison vote, it really was perfectly executed in my opinion. Moving forward though, I know that I can't make another power move like that for now. Like, I can keep doing what I'm doing and talking to people, but like, that was really bold to do the first week, and I'm just gonna like lay low for the next couple weeks.
So we're at the town, and we're ready to talk business. We're with. Oh wait, sorry.
Okay, please put this in the episode.
So please put this in a blue, at least.
I feel pretty good. I feel really strong in my alliance. I think that Finn and Anna trust me and Maddie and Zach a lot, and I think with the 5 of us in our tribe, like, we have an advantage over the other 3, and I'm not sure where Marlon really stands. I think Marlon would probably just go towards the majority, so I I feel pretty strongly that even if we do end up losing on Friday, that like hopefully I'll be safe still.
Real talk. Tomorrow's the challenge.
Oh my god, I forgot.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
I know.
It came so soon.
I know. It just feels like we just won, and now we're already back.
We're back again. We're gonna do better than ever.
Madison's gone. Brady's gone. Who's next?
Not us. We're solid. Okay. Bye.
Okay, goodbye.
Yeah, we just do it.
Hi, baby.
Hi, everyone. Hi. We're your hosts for today. I'm Spencer.
I'm Isabella. I'm eating.
And we played on season 2, if you're familiar. If not, watch us on YouTube. So before we get started, let's ask some questions to these people, shall we? Let's do it. You go first.
Why would you? I just got here. You go first.
Okay, fine. Max.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about this immunity challenge today?
I mean, I'm feeling pretty good. We won the last one.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So we're coming off strong. We're together as a team, I feel, so feeling pretty good.
Austin, you've returned from getting stitches. How do you feel, and do you feel any form of seeking revenge towards the other team in regards to your injury?
Really good question. I don't really know if I necessarily am seeking revenge because I think it was more of a freak accident. And I also am happy that it kind of happened because I'm really dedicated to my team, and so me getting injured, like I think that was a moment that kind of brought us all closer together.
Zach Honer.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Question for you. Do you feel as though secretly there's someone at the bleachers right now who you wouldn't mind them going on?
There are certainly people I haven't had time or energy.
Is there anyone more specifically that you hate?
No. Last week might have been a different answer.
All right, everyone. So we're gonna go ahead and get to the challenge. Are we excited? Are we feeling good about it?
Yeah.
So today's challenge is called Sticky Situation. So what is gonna happen basically is 5 members of your team are gonna be blindfolded and tied up in a rope. One person is going to not be blindfolded, and they're going to be standing there kind of calling out directions to the other 5. While you're blindfolded, you have to take the rope off of you, untie yourselves from your little huddle. After that, you're going to run to a center point. Once all 5 of you are in that kind of central position, you will then be instructed by the non-blindfolded member to go off and build a puzzle. That's it. Any questions about the challenge, don't direct them to me, I won't answer them.
Survivors ready? Ring the bell!
That means go.
That means go!
It's a Boy Scout nut. Holy shit.
You might make it 2 minutes instead of a minute and a half.
I know. I had a meeting. I was pissed.
Hey guys, I know you guys can't see anything.
7, 6, 5.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have it. I'm sorry. She was fine. It was
2, 1. Rope tires, run the ropes. Back out.
Yes! Zach Honer!
Rope tires, you can head over to the pole where your puzzles are. You guys will make it, hopefully. Zach, head over to the pole with your... Oh, I can't hold that.
We definitely do.
Survivors ready! This challenge is back on, go! Guys, if you have to wait to walk. Can I take off my shoe?
Okay.
You still have rope on.
Okay, I'm moving on.
You're out. Go.
You're good. Head over there.
Katai is right. It's going on right now.
Oh, wait. Go back. Okay.
Watch out. Katai, gotta touch the pole.
Keep going.
Anissa, Katai's gotta touch the pole.
You're good. Hold
on, I'm just gonna talk to Anna.
Everyone's together. Hold hands with each other.
Where's the pole? Is it over here? Is it over here?
Up one.
Is this it only touching me?
Down to the bottom.
Oh, I touched it.
Pole, touch it, guys. Katai's good.
Everyone come back to my voice. Everyone come back to my voice and sit on the ground. Everyone sit on the ground. Everyone sit on the ground.
Okay.
Everyone sit on the ground. Close to my voice.
Yeah.
Okay. Circle in front of you. There are pieces of paper. Please take a piece of paper and turn it around and show. One side's blank, one side has a picture. Both sides can be apart. Big H, can you put this on the ground?
Like this?
Yes, let's just like that. Okay, Jack, bring it closer.
Over one.
Right there.
That's out.
And Hallie, bring yours down. Alright, this looks like a card. This is really the basic card of that. So, if you can put it on the ground, turn it around. Also, put your turn it around. Okay. So, can you slide it forward a little bit? Slide forward. There you go. Okay. Now, if you go here fast left, look your left hand. So, right there. Okay. Now, turn it around. Put it right in front of you. On the right column. On the right column there. So, go to the top. Top. Down. One. Down. Right. And then your left hand back as well, and then move it over.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, you can take off your blindfold.
Oh my god, that was so stressful.
You can all take off your blindfold. Good job. But they didn't.
Good job.
I am lost.
Alrighty, congratulations, Fotia. Come get your idol. Gift just for you. Katai, I'm so sorry, but you will be going to tribal council, and one of you will be leaving the show. I'm very sorry about that. Do I have to say anything else?
Or I could say something.
Please.
Good luck, and may the odds be in your favor.
Thank you.
Man, it feels great. Winning in Survivor is like the best feeling in the world, for sure. Not knowing that you don't have to go to tribal. You're not gonna have to spend your whole weekend worrying about whether or not your name is gonna get pulled when, you know, those papers start getting read. And like, it's just the greatest feeling, like winning and seeing like the other tribe be like really disappointing and knowing what they have to go through. Like, probably makes me sound like a little bit like mean, but it's just so nice.
Just literally won. This is the best day of my life again. Oh yes! 2 weeks in a row. Like MVP. Zach Honer. Also Anna though.
It was all their.
Also, Anna got that puzzle. Wow.
We're feeling really good and just really together as a team, because that challenge really showed us we were together, that we were teammates, that we worked well together.
There was no teamwork on the other team's side. Me and Marlon were sitting on the sides watching. Literally, our team takes off, we're all holding hands, they're all going, and then the other team takes off, and they're just like going at separate times. Hector,
just scattered.
or Big H, sorry, excuse me, I'm sorry, Big H. Big H, he literally runs off the wrong way, all the way up to like where me and Marlon are sitting with the bags.
I think I stand pretty strong in this tribe. I think I kind of showed myself pretty well in the first challenge, and then this challenge I did sit out, but I mean it was voluntary, and we were all very much with it, and we won. So I think I stand pretty. I don't know if I would say top. I would probably middle. I don't know, somewhere in there. But I don't think I'm at the bottom. Hopefully.
I mean, things have been going well. I think things have been going really well. I was very, very happy with like the way that our team like worked together. I think we all like really like pushed for it and like got like banded together really well, which is like awesome.
So like, do we want to like now start maybe making like some reaches out to like people on our team and then maybe people on the other team too?
Have you talked to Marlon at all?
I've talked to Marlon.
Okay. Like Marlon seems like the only one. I was probably planning on talking with Anna. I think she could really kind of swing either way between like
I think so too.
Us and also like
Maddie
and Swetha.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If we could, I think what we should do, because I think we could definitely get Marlon on our side and probably Carly too.
Yeah.
If we lose, we could probably get.
If we say that, 4 votes for like Swetha
or Maddie, whichever one we want.
Yeah. I just talked with Max, which went like okay, I think. It's a little stressful that like he wants to send Maddie home. Or actually, here's the best case scenario, and if this happens, I'm gonna lose my mind. Best case scenario is that a tribe swap happens, and Max goes on a different tribe, so that I can stay allied with him and still get information for the other team, but I won't have to deal with like actively like voting with him or without him. I'm just gonna speak that into existence, that there's gonna be a tribe swap and me and Max are on different teams.
Well, we talked about it and then we were like, what should we do? And I think we didn't make a decision in time, so like we weren't able to be like, let's hold hands. I don't really think there's anyone to blame. I think that as a team we should have made a decision sooner with how we were going to handle once we were out of the ropes. We started talking about it and being like, should we hold hands when we're running? But then the game had started, and so I wish that we had kind of, as a team, planned more. There was no one at fault. Like no one said, let's not hold hands and like let's not do that. I just hope it doesn't become like a, yep, so we lost and now we're going to tribal council again. Yep, we lost, going again. Like I don't really want this to become a normal thing. There's not really anyone necessarily on our tribe that like we're trying to get out at this point in the game. Like it's more so just kind of like a, I don't know, like what are you thinking back and forth? And you know, I talked to Anissa.
What are you thinking?
So I haven't heard from anyone.
Yeah.
Like even like to me, and so I don't know. Like going into the weekend, like when we were walking away, I was like, who are we gonna vote out? I didn't know if people were gonna be like, oh, Jess isn't here, let's vote her out. But I kind of felt like they wouldn't be like that. So then I was like, all right, I'm the one who led the team. Like, are they all planning to get me out? Yeah. So I honestly don't know.
I would 100% tell you if like I heard anything and they were like, we're gonna vote Lisa. Like I would 100% tell you. And
I just don't know. Like obviously we have to decide on someone. I just don't know who. The only person I was thinking is like Hallie, because last week she was like left out.
Honestly, I think we accidentally didn't tell her that we were voting Brady out. Like I think some people didn't want to tell Hallie so that she wouldn't tell Brady. But I personally thought that Hallie knew the whole time that Brady was going home, so she kind of felt betrayed by us. So then some people were like, let's vote out Hallie because she doesn't trust us. Even though I know she said she doesn't trust our tribe, I like her as a person, and I just think she's fun to be around. She's a good team player. Like I didn't really see a reason why we should get Hallie out. Austin, on the other hand, he's working with people from the other team, which is dangerous, and we did want him out week 1.
I think Hallie is an easy move, but I don't think it's the right move.
I think it's time to make moves.
It is.
And I think Swetha and Austin need to go. Start off with Austin, and then we get...
That's one way to do it, so I think Austin, but we have to figure out a way to convince... I don't know if Jess is going to vote with us on Austin.
That's the thing. A benefit of getting Austin out right now is we know that he has ties with Swetha, and Swetha has numbers on her team. I'm pretty sure she's running that tribe, so it would be good to get him out because I feel like he's her sidekick.
If we knock Austin out, I don't know how Jess is going to feel towards us. I don't know how Jackie's going to feel towards us, because It's going to be a reverse Hallie and Brady. Somebody is being kept. They're going to be kept out of the loop, and they're going to get blindsided.
Do you think Jess will tell Austin?
Possibly. That's the thing. Because, like...
And what if he has the freaking idol?
Honestly, with how he is, I don't think he would go out and find one.
Hallie, that would just be the easiest move to make, which I don't think is the right move, because even though she really doesn't trust us after voting Brady out, Hallie still initiated conversations at the challenge, and she was a huge team player. She got to the other side first, apparently. I don't know much about that since I was blindfolded, but I don't really think there's a valid enough reason to send Hallie home except for the fact that she lives off campus.
Sorry, everyone.
Well, we have a minor difficulty with the tea that we have.
But that's okay.
Literally and figuratively.
The tea for the tea, everyone. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
It's too hot to drink. I'm not going to drink it now.
But we're going to spill the metaphorical tea.
I think it's really between Austin and Hallie for most people, but the bigger threats to the team are the fact that Hallie doesn't trust any of us because we voted out her one ally, and she told Anthony one-on-one that she didn't trust anyone else on the team. So that's a problem, having someone that doesn't trust the rest of us, because that means that she is not inclined to communicate with the rest of the team, which is something that worries me greatly as like a huge communicator.
We had lost the challenge, and it was kind of radio silence for a bit, and then Saturday was the day people really started meeting up, and I kind of met with everyone so far.
Good.
And I'm going to be honest.
My name came up a lot, probably.
3 people have been on the chopping block. You, Austin, and Hallie.
Okay. Understood.
Kind of everyone is more... I feel like people are kind of not leaning towards Hallie too much.
Interesting. I'm meeting with Austin tonight.
Okay.
I'll probably... Here's the thing, though. Okay, because I want to vote with you and Hector. So whatever you guys decide, I'll vote with you. It is best for my game if Austin stays in. So my predicament is I need to know, if at all possible, how many people are trying to vote for Austin.
I think I'm probably going to write Austin's name on
so we're voting Austin. Okay.
And like I know, like you said, it's better for your game too if he stays in.
Yeah.
But also, like, even though like you and Austin are kind of like the powerhouses, you're more of the captain than he is.
Yeah.
So and honestly, at the end of the day, if it came down to it, I want you in this game over Austin.
100%. Yeah, that's also where I'm at.
With the plan with Brady at the last tribal council, there was 6 of us on the same page and 2 people who weren't, and that was Brady and Hallie, and Brady went home. And so I think that having that 6 people who are on the same page, it just logistically makes sense, because we have a 7th member on our tribe who doesn't trust any of us because we didn't tell them about any of the plans, and we kind of sent the person that they were closely aligned with in the game home. And so that's what I think is going to happen. But like I said, you never know what's going to happen with this game. Like, you know, if people are conspiring and something else happens, I wouldn't be surprised.
But hopefully the 6 of us, like, you know, because that's also a tight group, and I think that we would be communicating a lot, and we'd be able to pull off a win, like, in certain challenges. Like, I do think Fotia is stronger, but like, I don't know that I'm thinking about it. Like, I think that core 6 that would be left would do a really good job.
Yeah, I
and,
agree.
Because everyone's got like really good strengths. Like, I don't know. I feel like you're really good with like. I mean, you're a great competitor in general.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
I think that there's just kind of a logistical choice this week, and it just makes sense because there is kind of like an outsider who like we all appreciate and like as a person. It's just like, you know, logistically they like Hallie lives off campus and she just wasn't a part of that 6th plan, and I think that in the long run it stinks to have a person on your team who doesn't really trust anyone else.
Sorry, Hallie.
Sorry, but can you imagine if, you know, if whatever happens tomorrow, and then our team just continuously wins for the rest of the time.
I would love that.
I would love that. That
or
would
we
be
like
awesome.
tribe swap and like we get on the same team again and we do better. And like maybe we have the team members that we had on Fotia when we started.
Yeah.
Could you imagine how different this season would have been?
Oh,
had the 2 of us stayed on that team.
So different.
Like Madison changed our game.
Yeah.
Vastly.
Yeah, she did. And then she got out, so.
I would say I trust Hallie least. She doesn't trust any of us, so why would I trust her? obviously, and I don't think she knows that I'm the one that was first brought up Brady's name, but even having that in my subconscious, I'm like, well, there's no reason for me to trust Hallie. There's no reason for Hallie to trust me. So our communication is strictly, hey, please don't vote me out, and I won't vote you out, even though we probably will at some point.
Back again.
Hello, back again.
Our cups are still over there.
Oh, yeah. It's been like 4 hours since we saw each other. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me here again.
Everybody's kind of been talking to each other except for Hallie because she refuses to communicate with the rest of us because she doesn't trust anyone and also lives off campus. It only makes sense that if there's one more person that was ousted from this core 6, that why is she still here if she's not going to trust the rest of the team? So I just finished meeting with Austin. He's very in the dark right now. I played it completely naive. My question is, do we still think that Austin is the right move right now? Like, I know, like, Austin makes sense. And I know that we can convince, I think I can convince Hallie to vote for Austin. But Austin's already voting for Hallie. So if the 3 of us vote for Hallie, it's a guarantee that she would go home. And then we know it's not any of us. And I personally trust Austin more than Hallie because, like, that's how my game's going. But I understand if, like, again, I'm voting with you, whatever you and Hector do, like, that's what I'm down with.
It would have helped my game, actually, for me to keep Brady around. I definitely think Austin probably would have been a better choice to get out last week rather than Brady. But Jess kind of led us to believe that we should, and then that's what happened. Jess really manipulated all of us into getting Brady out.
I know Hallie doesn't trust us, but we can get her to trust us again. That's the thing.
Do you think?
I definitely don't trust Jess, because a lot of what has happened has been Jess's doing. And for Jess to be gone, that would put out one ringleader, like, because she is kind of the captain.
Alright, so that's our decision. Going in, we vote Austin again.
Vote Austin, yeah.
Okay, so Austin is the only person I've met with since the challenge besides you guys right now. And he was just like, hey, like, let's meet. And I was like, okay, whatever. So I went to his dorm and he was just like, so, like, what are you thinking? And I was literally like, I don't know. I didn't throw out any names. He said Hallie didn't trust us. And then he also said, like, so there's, like, a swap, then that would, like, not be a vote for us. And then he also said it because, like, when we get down to 6 people, he thinks it's better to not have Hallie in that 6.
Personally, like, even though Hallie does not trust us, she just wants to be kept in the loop, because I also talked to her. She's like, I just hated that I wasn't kept in the loop, and, like, I was blindsided. Like, I totally get that. And I totally understand that you don't trust me, you don't trust us. But still, at the challenge, like, she was initiating conversations, she was talking to us, and she's, at the end of the day, she's a team player.
She is.
And even if we do swap, I would rather much have her still on than Austin.
That's a really good point.
Jess is talking to Austin. She's trying to protect him. That's why we voted Brady.
Last week we were all played.
We all got played by Jess. She manipulated all of us into voting for Brady.
She's a good actor. Like, I can't read her.
Exactly.
Which is why I'm thinking she's more dangerous. And, like, I talked to Austin and we seem to be on really good terms. So, like, I just personally trust Austin more than Jess when I don't trust both of them. Like, I want both of them out. Like, it's gonna be who gets out first.
Yeah.
So I met with Anthony and Big H today, and that's when Anthony, who's supposed to be Jess's friend, told me that Jess was working with Austin. So I was so, like, shocked because Jess was supposed to be on our side of, like, the 6 people in our tribe with Austin and Jackie on the other side, when in reality Jess was working with Austin the whole time. 3 of us are really strong, and if you said Hallie's gonna vote with us,
yeah,
then we still have a majority over Jackie and Austin.
Yeah. So you're saying get Jess out?
Aren't we all saying get Jess out?
I mean,
I don't know. She definitely, like, has lied to us before. Like, maybe she manipulated us week 2 to get out Brady because we were aiming for Austin. So I was like, all right, she seems so genuine. Like, she definitely has lied to my face before, and I've fallen for it. Austin, on the other hand, like, I take what he says with a grain of salt, but I completely believe Jess.
The only thing is now we have to inform everyone.
Hallie will 100% do it.
Austin will do it.
Well, I don't know if we told Austin though. A downside of getting Jess out is that she does vote with the majority, but then again, she does lie to us half the time too. Like, she hasn't told us that she's working with Austin when we know she is. So it's better to get someone out that we know is against us than someone who's acting like they're with us but is actually against us.
Things can change in a heartbeat. So, Anissa came to me and she was like, so I just met with Big H, who said that Jess is gonna go home because, people felt intimidated by her and her game, and like people were worried that in the future she would throw them under the bus. And so I was informed of that. Originally I was telling Anissa, I was like, well, I still don't think I should vote for her just because I told her that I wouldn't, and I do want to stick to my word. And then she told me that Jess was actually voting for me because Jess thought that was the plan. And I was like, okay, well, you know what, I'll bets her off then.
I just want to make it through tribal council tonight and unfortunately vote off someone that I don't want to see go, but sometimes that's how the game goes.
The one thing I would say is that since tonight, in theory, for this to work, Anthony is voting against Jess. It does sort of seem like a stretch since in the beginning they were friends. So I would just hope that Anthony's not lying.
I think Austin's a bigger threat because it's kind of obvious that he is talking with Swetha from Fotia, because they are very obvious about their friendship, and I highly, highly doubt that they wouldn't talk about the game with one another.
Okay, so I'm about to go to my tribal. I'm in the hallway right now, and I'm pretty sure what's happening is we're all voting for Jess, but I don't know, maybe they're all voting for me or they're all voting for Austin. I'm not really sure. And yeah, I just really hope things all work out. I really like Jess, so I feel bad that I'm voting for her, but I feel like I just gotta go with the group.
Alright, Katai, welcome back to Tribal. I'm sure y'all are happy to be here. Austin, we're going to start with you tonight. You guys have lost now twice in a row. What's going on?
What is going on?
I know, what is going on? It's no one's fault, at all. There's not a single person to blame. I think that we started strategizing and we didn't necessarily maybe get to a point where we had a concrete strategy.
So, Hallie, at the last tribal council, you guys voted off Brady. Do you think that losing Brady helped your tribe or hurt your tribe?
I think this one definitely hurt our tribe, just because Brady was such a great team member. I'm not just saying that because we're friends, but because he was so committed to this game, and he really loved it with all his heart. But, you move on, and you can't, mourn or grieve too long, because then you'll miss the rest of the game.
Exactly. If we mourn and grieve too long, we're going to forget that we have to do that exact same thing again tonight. So what are you basing your vote off of tonight, Anthony?
Honestly, it just is going to come down to whatever is in. I'm going to think in that room because, like Austin said, there really isn't anyone to blame, but names have been put out, and it's just a matter of what you think at that moment.
Whose names have been put out?
I've heard Austin's name, Jess's name, and Hallie's name.
So, Jess, your name's been thrown out there. How does that make you feel?
I anticipated that my name was going to be thrown out. I mean, it is what it is. It's part of the game. I wasn't here this week, and that's a disappointment to my team, and I let them down because of that. So I figured that my name was going to be thrown out there, but I just hope that my team knows that this is the last time that's ever going to happen, and I'm dedicated to this team, and if they choose to keep me in, I'm committed to them.
So, Austin, your name is also someone that's been thrown out there. The last tribal, you also received a vote. How does it feel that, for now the second tribal in a row at least, people have considered writing your name down?
Yeah, I think it definitely stinks because I also think that I have been really into this team, and I kind of took a bullet at the last challenge for this team, and so I think it is a bummer that you hear your name get thrown out, and I think regardless, anyone, when you hear your name, you're like, oh, shit. It stinks, but I also just want I am here for this team, and I want us to keep winning, and so it just stinks that we're here again for the second time.
Hallie, why do you think your name was thrown out this week?
Bruh, I think I'm just an easy target. I mean, I live off campus, and I'm pretty kind and chill. Honestly, I don't know why.
So, Anissa, you have Austin, Jess, and Hallie, whose names have all been thrown out there this week. How are you determining your vote between these three?
I mean, they're all great people. They're all awesome people, and I love all of them. But I'm basing my vote off of, I'm voting off the person who I think will hurt me the most in the end of the game. That's how I'm voting tonight.
How do you determine this early in the game who's going to hurt you at the end of the game?
It's a lot of assumptions, I will admit, because it is early in the game, but that's kind of what we have to do at this point.
So, Jackie, do you think that you should be making these kinds of assumptions this early in the game about who's going to be hurting you down the road?
I think it's one of those things where being in this tribal council, we're being put in the position where we need to make the assumptions. So, I don't know, it's not the type of thing that I want to be doing, but it's the type of thing that strategically, if I'm going to play the game, that I have to be doing. Even if I don't think I have no reason to believe they're going to be accurate as the game goes on.
Hector, Big H, as some people have called you. So at the end of this tribal council, how do you think your team is going to change?
Whoever goes home, it's going to be a loss for all of us. We're just going to have to pick up again like last week and strategize and figure out what we're going to do to win.
So normally in tribal council, we do the question, raise your hand if you think you're safe, because I'm kind of getting bored of that at this point. It's been 4 seasons. Raise your hand if you think you're going to go home tonight. So we have Austin and Jess. So we have a couple people that are on the chopping block. It's time to vote. Anissa, we'll start with you.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I really like you. I think you're really great. It's just the safest bet for me right now.
What?
Austin, I am so sorry. I have to play what's best for my game, and undermining my alliance with Hector and Anthony isn't what I need to be doing right now.
So I heard you're voting for me, so I just, I gotta vote right back. It's just... sorry.
If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Alright. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Jess. Jess. It's 2 votes, Jess. Austin. It's 2 votes, Jess. 1 vote, Austin. Jess. It's 3 votes, Jess. 1 vote, Austin. Third person voted out of Survivor Boston. Jess. Can you scream your buff? Jess, the tribe has spoken. Good night.
Thank you. Bye, guys. Love you guys.
So 2 losses in a row, what seems to be 2 blindsides in a row. Let's try to not make it 3. Grab your stuff, head on out. Good night.
Next time on Survivor Boston. The next Temple of Risk leads to cross-tribal conversations.
Because we know you have a lot of dangerous people over there.
And an infamous challenge is brought back.
I thought my time on this season was going to be a lot longer. I know I'm a threat. I felt a little bit safer than I probably should have. It was always in the back of my mind that people were lying to me, and I knew they were. They played a good game, and I believed them. I just want to put it out there to my team that I love you all, and I know I don't hold this against any of you. I go home proud to have been a part of your team, and I wish you all the best. I hope one of you wins this and beats Fotia. I'll be following you the whole way. I wish you all the best. I don't hold this against any of you. I understand that it's a hard decision. It is every week. And this time it was my time.